Alright guys, we are back with another Dokkan battle video. This time we got something just a little bit different for you newer guys. This is your video if you have a little bit more experience or if you've beaten Super Battle Road. This is the video for you, check out our next video. But for you newer guys, this is a Super Battle Road guide. Me and Josh got together, we really talked about it. We really think the other big channels, Nano, Truth, and all them, they're great summons or whatever, new characters, you get to see all that. But they don't really break down the game and help you guys out how my friend Josh helped me out through this game. And I know a lot of people quit playing because when they get to Super Battle Road or things like that, they don't have fully fleshed out enough boxes to beat it. Then they get discouraged, and then boom. And then you got people out here like Truth telling you, oh, duh, if you don't have the brand new unit Rainbow, don't even try it, and then you're fucking stupid and shit like that. So this is a guide that'll give you a fully fleshed out 2 boxes to look at, mine and Josh's. We know what we're talking about. We have everything in the game beat and most of the characters pulled. We got characters and backup characters. So with further ado, we are gonna hop in. So that's all I got. There is no face cam today. I'll see you at the end, but it's just gonna be our boxes and me talking about this. So first up we have versus Extreme Agile. So it's Super Tech. My original clear was Super Saiyan 3 LR Goku, Goku from the movie, the Super Saiyan Bardock, Android 18, Goku and Frieza, and Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan Vegeta. The one that has the easy A, the Father Son Kamehameha. As you can see, this team had absolutely no Lincoln prowess. This was back when I was just terrible. It was just Super Tech, and that was it. You could run that with obviously a lot of better options. We have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, who just got an easy A. We have the 7 years. We have better Super Tech leads now. The Super Saiyan 3 TUR Goku actually has an easy A now and is much better than he was. So he'll be hitting just crazy numbers. The Goku and Vegeta that fuse into Gogeta, you can run Connected Hope and Movie Heroes, or you could just run the new LRs, which is Power Beyond Super Saiyan and Movie Heroes. You can run them with the Goku and Vegeta, as I just stated, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. You can run the Vegito from the 5 year, the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, the TUR or the LR. You could even run the Super Saiyan 2 transform into Majin Vegeta TUR. You could also run Super Saiyan Blue Vegito down there, who is Power Beyond Super Saiyan. This is a pretty bonkers thing. If you don't have them, if you have Tech Ultimate Gohan, you will hear me talk about him in all of my videos. That man is a monster. You can run Saviors or Hybrid Saiyans. This team includes Tech Ultimate Gohan, and then I'm just throwing Hybrid Saiyans on there. So Super Tech Hybrid Saiyans, that includes the Gotenks, the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks if you want to use him. If not, you got Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, the Go Bros. You got Future Trunks. You got Goten. You got Kid Trunks. And these two, the Kid Goten, the Super Saiyan, he actually is pretty dang good. He's attack and defense plus 150, and he stacks attack with each attack performed up to 50%, leaving him at 200%. Then he is also a Gifted Warriors character's lead ally. So he gets Key plus 3, attack and defense plus 40 to all Gifted Warriors category allies. And that is just fantastic, because if you see Gifted Warriors, that leads you to get 30% for the trunks that you just put on. And one last thing for this category, or this type, look for people who either stun or lower attack and defense. Those are going to be very crucial to these runs. If you have random people out there that you don't normally use for strong events, but they stun or seal or lower attack and defense, they will be great for this, because they can just nullify attacks and every attack nullified in Super Battle Roll, especially on your first clear, will be key to getting you through. Because sometimes it take a little longer, but you can get there. Next up is versus Super Agile, so it's Extreme Tech. This one brings me back. My OG plan was Broly. I pulled LR Broly, Tech Broly at some point, and 4th turn swipe up was it. I had stunners so I could last till the 4th turn, and I tried not to die. Once I pulled Broly out, it's fucking cock slap time. There's nothing that anybody can do. So back then, the team was Broly, Transforming Frieza, Golden Frieza, the Tank, Perfect Cell, Super Extreme Tech, Perfect Cell, Super Perfect Cell, Gildo, because he stuns, attack down, and defense down, I appreciate that, and the, Boo, Super Boo, Destruction Descending. That is the one next to my Bardock over there, the SA-15. That is a stunner, and he gains back, 30% of damage dealt as health. It was probably lower at the time because I think this was before his Easy A, but the point is, I was just trying to last until Broly got there, and I would pick Broly as a lead, so whoever was there, I swipe up and I murder him. I do the same thing on the next stage and the same thing on the next stage. Now we have much better options, like we have Tech Hit, who can stun, seal, and all this other ignorance. We have Super 17, who is just a monster. You can use the free-to-play Easy A Cell, who isn't the best, but he gets 10% defense or 10% health back every time you super. Then you got the monsters, the androids, Tech 17 and 18 absorb supers for 0 damage, courtesy of 17 Super Shield. That is just fantastic. Then you got the Exchange Boo, you have Janemba, both very good units. The Exchange Boo, when he turns to Evil Boo, turn Boo into Chocolate, he seals. He seals and dodges. That's a little bit finicky, you don't always want to rely on that, so be careful with him. But he's still a very, very good unit. You got a lot of free-to-play options. You got Super Saiyan 3 Broly, who is just fantastic. He hits so hard. The LR Demon King Piccolo is an orb changer. If you keep him off rotation, he'll help you pretty good. You can use the Raditz. He's still pretty good. He stuns. The new Shenron, he is pretty good. You have Golden Cooler. You have a lot of just great options. As you can see, you don't have to have the best units on the planet. These aren't the most broken boxes. We're not Wells or anything, but there's a lot of good options here. Some stunners, some sealers, and a lot of good things to keep you going. And if you don't got them, just roll in your back pocket. Murder them. Next up, we have versus Extreme Tech. So Super Ant is the team. I ran Potara / Super Ant with Goku and Vegeta into Vegito as the lead. My next unit was Ultimate Gohan, the Ant one. He is so fantastic. Key +5, attack +80, and defense +40 when key is 7+ more, so obviously he's a 3rd slot unit, but keep him off rotation. He only needs 7 key to super, and that is fantastic if you have a not great leaking team, so he won't need all the key that you have to fill up the super bar with to actually super. 3rd on my team is Gotank's Super Ant. He is just fantastic. He transforms, and then if by some miracle it takes you 7 turns, which I highly doubt because you'll probably be dead or done, he can turn to Super Saiyan 3, but he was just fantastic for me. I had Kibito Kai, so Supreme Kai and Kibito Kai that transform, and they are just fantastic. In their untransformed state, Supreme Kai and Kibito is key +2, attack and defense +120. Attacked enemies attack and defense -30% for 2 turns. High chance of evading enemies attack, including super attack, and recovers 10% HP at the end of turn. it is invaluable that you do not transform them. That high chance to dodge, and with their super attack, they raise defense for 1 turn and they stun the enemy. High chance of stunning the enemy. That is invaluable. Having enemies that cannot attack you is just fantastic every time. If you have a starter box, this will probably be closer to your team than what the teams I'm going to rattle off next are. Next, we have transforming Super Saiyan 2 into Super Saiyan 3 Goku from the Majin Buu saga. And finally, we have free-to-play Gohan team, who transforms into the Great Saiyan Man. You'll see him on the bottom right of your screen, right next to Android 16 and right next to Kid Bulma. He actually was pretty good. He wasn't the most spectacular unit on the planet, but you know, he transforms into the Great Saiyan Man, and that is just classic. Attack and defense plus 158, and a chance of performing a critical hit and chance of evading enemies attack plus 18%. Key plus 5 plus an additional attack and defense plus 58 when attacking extreme class enemies. And you are, so you have full passive active. And at the all of this, he gets reduces damage received by 28% when there is a Peppy Girls or youth category ally attacking in the same turn. So if you have any Ant Videls, any Ant Chi-Chis, any Ant, like you see Fasha, there's a great bunch of units. You can even run the Ant Pandel, and his full passive will be active if you ran these two on the team together. And that would just be fantastic. Moving on to newer teams, you can run Super Saiyan and Legendary Existence with the Super Saiyan Namek Goku. I ran this team as the fun run one time. I ran Super Saiyan Namek Goku, Ant UI Goku, Super Saiyan Gogeta, the God Ku from the Battle of the Gods movie, who has the first 7 turns dodge, which is just fantastic in Super Battle Road. It's amazing. I also ran the Goku and Vegeta fusing into Vegito again, and the Gotenks again. But if you don't have them or run around them, there are great options like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. You can run that as a good lead, Giant 8 Power or Super 8, but you know, really not the best. You can run LR Gohan from the Cell Saga. He has an easy A now. Now he stacks attack and defense. If you have enough units, you could possibly run Powerful Comeback Team. Now that would be LR Super Saiyan Blue Evolved Vegeta. My team will personally consist of the Super Saiyan Goku, Realm of Gods lead, UI Goku. I like the Super Saiyan 3 Bardock because he is just fantastic. I used to love him so much when he was back when he was still relevant. You have Kid Goku from GT. You could also run 16, who is attack and defense plus 100 and high chance of guarding all attacks. Defense plus 100 and all allies. Key plus 3, attack plus 50 when your team has Super Saiyan Gohan Youth or Super Saiyan 2 Gohan Youth attacking in the same turn. And that would be just fantastic. But he doesn't fit in this category, so you wouldn't get that. But a lot of great options on this side too. Next up, we have versus Super Tech. Extreme isn't a really big type, so you don't have quite as many options on this unless you have a bunch of free-to-play characters sitting around that I don't, which is very possible because I don't like to grind up free-to-play characters as much as other people. So, hey, if you have free-to-plays, explore your own options, but I don't have that many. So, me, I personally ran Super Perfect Cell, Captain Ginyu, Frieza, the Extreme Ant, Hit, GT Super Perfect Cell from GT when they were in hell that one day, and Int Zamasu. As you can tell, this team was garbage. It took me like 30 minutes to do it. It was just bad. And then newer teams include Super Perfect Cell as the leader again, Goku Black, Broly, Majin Vegeta, Super Saiyan LR Vegeta, the free-to-play one. you could use third form Frieza, Oceana Shenron, and then, you know, other lead could be Kid Buu. I'm told he is a great lead. You'll see him on Josh's screen, but not in my box. He's like level 100. I never really found him that impressive, so I guess I just didn't awaken him. I'm told he's fantastic. Josh has him rainbowed, and apparently he hits for bonkers numbers. If you run him as a lead, you can look over to the third screen, top row, third unit. I have Super Buu. I love him. He's a great third slot unit, and if you use him as a third slot unit, you will get health back at the end of the turn. Also, you can run the androids, Jiro and 19. These two are just fantastic because not only do they absorb supers just like 17 does, they also gain health back from said super absorption. So let me just read their passive real quick. They're my favorite Extreme Int unit right now that is not a busted LR. Attack plus 200, defense plus 190, plus an additional attack and defense plus 39, and disables enemy guard when performing a super attack. Androids category allies, for those of y'all that are running that Super Perfect Cell or any other Androids category allies that you have on your team, they get attack and defense plus 40 with a key plus 3. Foresees enemy supers when HP percent is 39% or less. Absorbs key blast supers directed at the character and recovers 39% of HP damage as health. Say you were taking 700k from a super. Theoretically, you forgot to pop an item, and then they get supered, and then they get supered again. That 700k is nullified, and you're getting back a good 100,000 in health. That is just fantastic. And then that's fantastic. What more can you ask for? You have the LR and Vegeta from the Namek Saga, Planet Namek Saga. I have him up there, Rainbow. He is fantastic. Even if you don't have him Rainbow, he is good at 55%, because if you don't have all the defense of the Rainbow unit, you can have the insane revival ability that is him turning into Goku. So you would have a super unit on your team, but hey, he makes up for it by being a freaking monster. And by the time you get that off, literally you're going to be done the next turn. So he's going to turn right back into the Vegeta for the next fight. So it's not nothing too bad to worry about. Also, another thing that's really good about Extreme Int, yes, they don't have the depth that some of these other monocolors have, but they also have Super Perfect Cell. If you are not aware of this man's skill, because you barely rarely ever get it off, if you ever drop below 29% HP, he gets full health back and transforms, and he gets an additional attack and defense plus 30 from what he was. This comes in clutch because it's literally an entire Sensu beam, plus he gets better stats. And if he lasts one more rotation after that, if you see him again, no one's going to survive that turn, because he's going to active skill and murder everything. Because by that time, they're probably not going to have that much health left. And if you don't, God forbid, he still gets to attack after that. So, you know, that's fantastic. You can hit the active skill before you even pop the orbs. That's just fantastic. So, this is Extreme Int. There's not too much else to it. There's LR Sin Shenron, he's okay. LR Meta Cooler is okay. They get attack and defense per key sphere obtained, and they do multiple attacks. LR N Cooler is really good for its multiple attack feature, but other than that, not too much. But the main units are going to be, like I said, the androids, Majin Vegeta, third form Frieza, Garlic Jr. if you have him, but he's rare in a little niche. Broly, Aunt Broly is a monster, and that should really get you through this, because Extreme Int was not really that bad. Our next one, we have Super Physical. So versus Extreme Int, my original team was LR Super Saiyan 2 Angel Vegeta, Nueva Shenron. From the GT Saga, I have Beerus, Tien Shinhan, Transforming Vegeta, and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Now, that Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta one might be a little weird to some of you because some of you might not have him, but he was fantastic. His passive is attack and defense plus 120, plus an additional 10% up to 60 in defense, and chance of performing a critical hit plus 5% up to 30 with each attack received. So this man is just a monster. And then when he gets 60% or less HP, he gets a high chance of damage reduction of 40% and guard. So when he gets guard activated, he gets a high chance of damage reduction as well. So this is just fantastic for any of you guys who might have him sitting in your box unawakened. You need to go awaken him because he is just great. Even, 55 or 69, 79%, he'd still be runnable. I have him rainbowed. You will see him on the first screen next to the LR Goku, the free-to-play one, and he is just awesome. I love that boy to death. And this one was a really fun run because a lot of these units are just busted and broken, and a lot of them do some crazy bonkers shit. As backups, you got LR Bardock, who just got an easy A. He is fantastic. If you want to run pure physical, you can run Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. You can run Vegito. You can run, like I said, Bardock. Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta, the 3 years LR, they just got an easy A. They are fantastic. The 7 years are on this team because they are physical, the Goku and Vegeta. Nothing in this is going to last through them if you absolutely have them on your team. Even 55%. These new 7-year LRs, if you get enough orbs to Ultra Super, they usually hit a second Super. And if they hit a third, you probably killed 2 people. On regular Super Battle Road, nothing is lasting through this. As backups, we have the Gifted Warriors, Goten and Trunks. They are good, decent support. We have Super 17, MVP 17 from the tournament. He is a support unit, and he is also just fantastic. If you are really, really struggling, you can use LR Krillin. I don't have him awakened, but you'll see him in the first box. Second row, 4th unit over. Josh has him fully awakened, and he is an attack all who stuns. He has a chance to stun in his passive, and that is, I will not stop saying how useful that is. You have Super Saiyan 4 TUR Vegito from the Dragon Ball Superheroes celebrations that we get. He is not the best unit when it comes to attack, but when it comes to the Super Saiyan 4 mechanic to dodge and counter with a super, he hits that shit more consistently than any Super Saiyan 4 that I have at all. And it's just crazy. And if you have the Goku from the GT, you have possibly, we both have him rainbow, so he's hitting like 8 million attack stats, which is just bonkers. One more really good unit that I would like to run every now and then is the Super Saiyan 2 to Super Saiyan 3 Goku. At the end of the Majin Buu saga, you'll see him on the 4th screen, at the bottom row all the way to the left. He is just fantastic. This man hits for bonkers numbers. After he transforms, if you get under 75% health and so many turns in, he will transform, and then he is just great. His numbers are ridiculous. His defense is good, which is not something you can normally say for physical units. They usually have garbage defense. You have Heart Virus Goku up and to the right of him. He is also great. He is especially good for Super Battle Road because half his passive goes away after like 6 turns because Heart Virus. But for Super Battle Road, for what you will need him for, he will do you very well. You also have Kefla and Kale. Those two are amazing linking partners, and with her orb changing after her Easy A, Kefla is pretty dang good. She stacks defense, and the Kale is just hits for crazy numbers. And when you got them next to each other, like I said, they're super and automatically. So if you're worried about key, those are two that you can just boop, pop right in. Your key problem is solved. Now, Tien Shinhan. I know y'all probably wondering why the hell I ran him, but he actually has pretty good passive. Key plus 3, attack and defense plus 50, plus an additional attack plus 70 when performing a super attack. And Majin Buu Saga category superclass allies, attack plus 30 and defense plus 50. Also, high chance of stunning the attacked enemy. You're gonna hear that a lot, but stunners, he was stunning the hell out of people, and I appreciate that. Even his weird offshoot Tien Han, fucking Tien Yamcha over there with the Easy A next to the free-to-play Goku isn't the worst. So they have got a lot of good free-to-play units in this one too. You got the what's his name? The Goku, the super fucking Kamehameha, the hell out of everybody. The pixelated Goku, not the best unit, but you know he's runnable. The Vegeta and Bulma. You got physical UI Goku, the free-to-play one. His dodge is actually pretty damn good. And so if you're looking for someone just to dodge and get the hell out the way, if you have a unit that just been particularly getting you killed, you can pop him in there and he'll usually dodge pretty good. Then you got other buster units like Goku and Piccolo from the Saiyan Saga. They are just fantastic. I only have them at 55% and they be hitting like 3-4 million. And when you get that special beam cannon off to switch with Piccolo, it's just fantastic. He hits like 8 million, and like he helps me with Goku runs and all sorts of shit. So he is just phenomenal. This color is pretty broad now, as opposed to me complaining about it when it was a thing a few years ago. So that is really good for this typing. And on the other hand, we have our next color. It is Extreme Physical, which has the exact lack of depth that I was talking about with Super Physical. Please, 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 Dokkan, give us more Extreme Physical units. We need them. I haven't pulled the Cooler yet, so I don't even have him in my box. If you will look, you will see the new Cooler devoid of my box, because I don't fucking have him. So, yeah. So, minus the new Cooler, who would just ravage everything in this fucking game, in this Super Battle Road, anything having to do with physical anything, because I don't have him. My old team was the Cooler before he got his Easy A, the physical Cooler. It was Raccoon, also right after his Easy A. Broly, who was the attack all transforming lead from the Super movie. I had Bergamo, I know, weird flex, but back then on regular Super Battle Road, he's actually not too bad. When he gets hit, he gets attack and defense plus 30 up to like 300%, which is just fantastic. If you ever lasted the full 5 turns and he got, you know, they hit like 7 times first turn in Super Battle Road. So if he gets his full passive, shit gets nuts. Just to get some linkability, I also ran the Transforming Frieza from the Universal Survival Saga Tournament of Power. You'll see him next to my Android 16 and 18. They are also a fantastic alternative, but I did not run them on my first team. My first team also consisted of the Easy A physical Frieza, who hits hard, but his defense is garbage. Oddly enough, he's supposed to be a slot 1 unit, but nah, do not do that. Get him off rotation. He was just someone to fill the slot, but it's doable with that team. Moving on to our newer units, we have LR Janemba. When I tell you I love that man, I love me some Janemba. He doesn't have the craziest stats when it comes to attack, but the guard and the nullification of blast supers, just like the androids, is just fantastic. You can never ask for enough units that do that ignorance. The LR androids, they are okay. Once they transform into 16, it is GG's, because that man hits hard as hell. I got them rainbowed up there next to Gohan, who is also a great unit. 2 or 3 attacks per turn if you got some dupes. When I first pulled him, I pulled 3 of them, so 79% was the first showcase for me. It's what I saw. But even at 79%, he is fantastic. After he transforms, anyone who is there is not there anymore. He gonna hit 2 or 3 supers. That's gonna hit for like 2 or 3 million, and this just GG's. Now we have the Broly, Chile, and Lemma. They are pretty decent. They get attack per key sphere obtained, which can be finicky if you're getting dicked on key spheres. You will also see Raditz. I pulled him not too long ago. He is an attack all. Yes, he's a little bit lackluster, but if you have him for regular Super Battle Roll, he will help you out greatly. You also have fantastic units like Thouser, who is getting an easy A. Joshua in the middle, the very middle of the middle box, has Super Saiyan Cumber. I personally do not have that unit, and it hurts my feelings because every time I see him run that man, he be murdering shit. If you're looking for attack alls, you could go with second form free-to-play Frieza, who is just a great option. He does, like I said, attack all. The attack all LR Cell just got an easy A not too long ago. He is hitting for much better numbers, especially in old Super Battle Road type, like just monocolor events. He's going to do you fantastic. That doesn't mean take him in the red zone, take him in the GT Goku, he'll get you fucking murdered. But for Super Battle Road, he is a great unit. There are some other good units like Boo, the Kid Boo with the easy A. You have Demigra. He's actually not too bad. I think he debuffs and seals. Please don't kill me if I'm wrong, but yeah, attack and defense plus 120. Enemies, extreme class allies, key plus 3 and defense plus 30. And then his super greatly raises attack and supreme damage to enemies. So he does not stun, but he's a support unit and he's pretty good. Support is sometimes needed if you're lacking key and the team isn't linking. With some of these wonky people, they come from freaking everywhere for this color. So it can be necessary to get yourself some support. But that is all I got to say for this type. That's really not too much. Lack of depth is all I'm saying. For our next one, we are running Super Agile versus Extreme Strength. This one was a really fun run. My original run included Super Saiyan 4, Vegito, who was one of my OG pulls when you first get this game. He was one of my first pulls, and I have been running him since then. This was before his easy A or anything. This man is just fantastic. I love him to death. Then I got Super Saiyan Blue into Super Saiyan Blue Evolved Vegeta from the Tournament of Power. He also just recently got an easy A, so if you're running them now, they're going to be much better than they even were on my run. Then I had Super Vegito. The Patara, he counters and he reduces damage received from regular attacks. You'll see him on the third screen next to Tapion. Next was Spirit Bomb Absorbed Goku. I love this man. Ever since I pulled him, I love this man. This dude hits for crazy numbers. He attacks down, defense down, he seals, and did I mention he be hitting for like 10 million? This man is still fantastic. He will never need an easy A. Fuck y'all if you think he do. Super Saiyan 4 Goku, the LR before his easy A, still was hitting pretty crazy numbers, and the only thing about him is you used to have to put him in the second slot because he can't get attacked before he attacks because his defense is garbage. But they mostly fixed that with his easy A. So if you crazy enough and got them balls, go crazy. It's slot 1. But I would still put him as a slot 2 unit. And yeah, that's just me. Next is Gogeta from the Broly movie. Transforms after 5 turns. Has a medium chance to dodge all attacks before that. And he's another one of those. He just hits for crazy numbers. He just helps me murder things and he dodges. Once he transforms, if you're at turn 5, that'll be damn near guaranteed dodge because he has a high chance to dodge. But he crits with all his attacks after that, which is just, it's beautiful. Alternate units you can run. I did a fun run not too long ago. I ran Go Tanks, the Super Kamikaze attack. He is on the third screen, second row, all the way at the bottom. This man is just great. He's an attack all, high chance to stun all. I also ran the Gohan Kid, the power to protect, with the unit super with Krillin and Piccolo. He is great, Bond of Master and Disciple lead, but he's just a super tank. And that's what's really going to help you get through with him. He's a super tank, and no one is going to... He's like Ultimate Tech Gohan. He's just really good. Pikkon, Super Vegeta from the Cell Saga, Super Saiyan Vegeta, Single-Minded Offense. He's kind of the counterpart to the red one, and he just gets better and better as the battle goes on. So you won't get to see his full passive in Super Battle Road because it's a short event, but he's still great. The Trunks team, Fate Changing Messenger, the one from the Android Cell Saga who transforms, and I actually haven't got to use his transformation yet. I was hoping I would get to on Super Battle Road when I tested him out, but I did not get to. So I just know him in base form is actually pretty good, and I actually underestimated him. I didn't summon on his banner. I bought him with coins during the celebration, but he is fantastic. Then I got Trunks and Mai. They are the sealers of the team with their active skill guaranteed seal, and they are just fantastic. They got good defense, good offense. They get an additional attack and defense plus 100 when there's an ally who's includes Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan on the team. So if you're running, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, they will get an attack and defense plus 100 just by having him on the team. So that is just fantastic. There is Kel and Khalifa, who is just great. They attack multiple times. I just got my first dupe in them not too long ago, so them with a dupe is just great. Them without a dupe is just fine. They're manageable. There is the Super Saiyan Gohan, who transforms into Super Saiyan 2 if you somehow run up against the Cell, which I'm not sure, but you might. I don't quite remember. It's from a long time ago. There is the Shape Up Boo, who has a high chance to dodge, and he also stuns. Then there is the Krillin from the Tournament of Power, who also stuns. That 100 times Solar Flare is a pretty good attack. Then there is the Super Saiyan 3 Trunks that you will see on the first box, third row, third unit down. He is pretty good. And then you have a lot of other great free-to-play options and things of that sort to run on this category as well. Next up, we have versus Super Agile, Extreme, or versus Super Strength. Extreme Agile was very much not the best typing. It still is not, as the fact that you can see that we both only have one screenshot of our boxes up each. This is a very limited color. My first run was Super 17, Majin Vegeta. I had free-to-play Arms, third form. If you don't have him, get him. I also had Darkness Toa, Cell Jr., and Butter. Butter before his Easy A, that is. Now you have much, much better options, like, speaking of Easy A's, Str Cooler just got his Easy A. That man is a goddamn unit. He is a super unit. That man is just a monster. You have God Zamasu. You have Janembu, who has a higher chance to dodge after he evades. So after he supers, my bad. So this man is just great because I love Janemba. If anyone knows me, I love Janemba. All the dodging units are just fantastic. But getting a higher chance to dodge from your super, that's some unheard of ass shit. So you have also the LR Nappa into Vegeta, who the Nappa is an attack all if you do just supers. Vegeta's Ultra Super is an attack all, and with his Easy A, you don't even have to Ultra Super because his regular super is clapping for insane numbers. You have Boo Piccolo. That man is a dodger and a stunner as well. You have the Super 13 next to him, who is guaranteed to hit after he transforms, is just fantastic. No one dodges you on Super Battle Roll, but for other missions, keep that in mind. If people are dodging you, pull him out. He's guaranteed to hit. Frieza, who is pretty much guaranteed to hit 2 or 3 supers in the first or second slot or third slot, because if you get hit, he's going to additional with a super. If you don't, you can just put him in the second slot and he's going to additional with a super anyway and just get to murdering shit. I'm not going to hold you up here for too long. You got Tanky, Golden Frieza, you got Masked Vegeta from Heroes, you got Zamasu, but I guess he's technically Goku Black, but he's not the best unit. You can run him, but Broly, LR, Baby, the androids, the free to summon from friend point summons androids, not the best unit, but you know, they will help you through as a third slot unit. Just keep them the hell off rotation and don't get them hit at all. So that's really all I got for that. Next up, and second to last, we have Super Strength. I ran Super Saiyan 4 Goku. He is the antithesis to my Vegeta. Josh pulled him first and just loves him. Loves that man to death. Yeah, he's alright. He's great. I don't have him rainbow like he does, so, you know, he sees the hype more than I do. Then I ran UI Goku, the 5-year Gogeta, Vegeta, because you can't run the Super Saiyan 4s without each other. Plus the active skill on these are just invaluable. If you make it to that 4th turn, which you probably will on the last boss, active skill him up. Trunks in Mai as a dodger slash stunner. Then the LR Vegito, the free-to-play Super Saiyan Blue. You'll see him at the top of your screen on the first image, straight to the left. He is fantastic, and I love that man. On to newer teams, don't got too much time. Bardock and Guinea, they are attacking defense plus 100 plus an additional attacking defense plus 100. If you have a Goku on your team, Captain Ginyu Goku excluded, obviously. Jiren. Red Jiren. He's not the LR Tech Jiren. You know, he's not that great. But for Super Battle Roll, he has a rare chance to stun all enemies upon first turn. Have you heard free Ghost Usher? I heard free Ghost Usher. Now, that only gets off like once every few battles, but even just once, that is just beautiful. There's Tapion and Minosha. You have the Vegeta, who transforms into Trunks or exchanges into Trunks. The Namek Goku, who transforms from base form to Super Saiyan. You have the new Kaioken Goku that they released in the anniversary. You have, next to him, you have Toppo, who also got an Easy A not too long ago, who is just great. His support is beyond measure. Like, dude is really good. And support when you have units that aren't super tanks like the Vegeta next to him, who has a high chance to guard after his Easy A. You can really use that extra little bit of defense on top of your items. Another good unit got a really good Easy A not too long ago is Str Ultimate Gohan. That man was kind of mid before it, but his numbers are looking much better. If you want to run completely out-murder everybody team that don't even gotta be same category, you could just run the strength lead, the Gogeta, you know, 130. You have the Mastered Evolutions lead, the Vegeta from the Cell Saga. You also have Videl, who if you super once, you super twice. She gets the pretty much automatic super after she supers mechanic added to her passive, which is just great. You have the Buff Trunks from the Cell Saga. You have Kaioken Goku, who powers down to hit the Spirit Bomb if you could run a Reps team. So you could run him with the God Vegeta and some other people, but you wouldn't get his active skill off. You'd have to run UI Goku and like 3 other reps, which we don't have in this type. But if this ever happens, you could run him. But anything else is just icing on top of the cake, because this type is just amazing. You also have the new Gifted Warriors lead, Goten and Trunks. From what I see, they released after the physical one, but the physical one is still better. But for Super Battle Road, they will work for you. They are pretty good. Then you have the Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyan Man Gohan, who is also a decent support. He also helps out a lot. And the Strength Piccolo, he just got an easy A, so he will be a little bit more helpful than he used to be. And Kale, the little Kale sitting right under the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku, above Boo on the second picture. She dodges damn near everything, and she is a tank. She gets hit for like damn near nothing. Also, the Kefla, she transforms and just murders people, and then transforms again and orb changes and has an active skill after that. So if you get that far, I remember this possibly taking that long when I was, you know, younger, doing this in my early days. But yeah, you got some fantastic units for this one. LRs, TURs, Dodgers, Stunners, Sailors. Also, another thing, in addition to all his supers being crits, the Super Vegeta also stuns. So that is just beautiful for Super Battle Road. That's all I really got to say about this type. But certainly not least, we have Extreme Strength. I love this type. Also pulled one of my other OGs, Janemba, who I ran as my lead, who I will always run as my lead. I know there's better leads now, but fuck y'all, I'm running Janemba, goddammit. We have him next to Strength Broly, who before his Easy A was just murdering everything. After his Easy A, guess what he's doing? He's murdering everything. Ain't nobody surviving Easy A Broly. So Easy A Broly, he already had the insane ability to hit an additional super after he supers automatically. That plus the stats he gets for his Easy A, plus the fact that his regular super attack is an attack all, no one's getting through that. You're not fucking just gonna survive all that ignorance. If you do, I got LR Frieza, who before his Easy A hit crazy numbers, had 0 defense, but was still out here hitting crazy numbers. So I ran him. Then I had Cumber. I know, sounds weird, but he gets Ki +2 and attack and defense +50, extreme class allies, attack and defense +20 when attacking super class enemies. He also debuffs the super class enemies by 20%, so that is fantastic. He also stacks attack and defense. So put him third on rotation. He's definitely just a support, but he's definitely there if you need him. Then we have Str Android 21. She is great. Even before her Easy A, she was fantastic. I was running her, and she gains that health back in addition to debuffing people as well. And also Zamasu. I always call him Zamasu, my bad. Goku Black, he is Zamasu, but Goku Black, the Int Rose or Strength Rose, he is pretty good. He definitely needs an Easy A because he doesn't have too much defense, but he doesn't have any defense. I'm sorry. But third slot unit, if someone survives all the ignorance that you just did with Broly and Frieza, he'll kill him. Now we have Str Cooler, who also just got an Easy A. I just finished that bitch not too long ago. It's fantastic. He is insane. You have Boo, who is another attack all with a possibility to stun all. You have Majin Vegeta, who is an orb changer and gets attack and defense per key sphere obtained, strength key sphere obtained. Then he doesn't reflect on my box because this celebration just came out, obviously. I have Str Cooler, the new Terrifying Conquerors and Movie Bosses lead. This man hits 5 attacks a turn, 3 of which are usually supers. Run him with a Str Cooler, who just got his Easy A, and that is another GG's type moment. There's no surviving that. No one is gonna live to tell this fucking story. If you don't have them, some other older units that you can run, you have Raccoon and Guldo, who gets attack and defense per attack received. So they are a good slot 1 unit to just stack up and then get to clapping shit. You have Bojack, the transforming Bojack from the movie, would be better if he was next to Int Bojack. That's usually why I run him, but he could do you good on this team well. You also have second form Cell. He is just fantastic. He is one of those units who, he's not standoutish, but he'll get the job done. You know what I'm saying? He has pretty good stats, and even without stacking, he's good. He has defense plus 80 and attacking defense plus 80 when performing a super. So that is just fantastic. You know his defense is good because he's at 260. And everything else is just great. Then another unit I just pulled. I actually bought him out the coin shop. Kid Buu. You won't see him on the actual pictures that we have up because, like I said, I just bought him. But key plus 3, attacking defense plus 80, and an additional attacking defense plus 30, which each attack performed up to 120. And then he launches additional supers in his passive. Not additional supers, but an additional attack with a medium chance of becoming a super. They usually become supers for me, so I just equate it to additional supers. This team is not this type isn't the most broad, but it's very, very, very powerful. Some of these units are just bonkers, and once you get to using them, the Goku and Hit from the Tournament of Power, they are also fantastic. Their active skill gives them a permanent buff for the rest of battle, which is just unheard of. You have Turles and Turles' squad, who is also fantastic. He is attacking defense plus 130 and terrifying Conqueror's allies category key plus 3, attacking defense plus 30. So in addition to all those insane numbers he puts up, he is another great support unit. You have Str Broly from the anniversary. He is attacking defense plus 180 plus an additional attacking defense plus 80 when performing a super attack. All these crazy stacking numbers are just gonna do you so well, and a lot of these units are just fantastic. Extreme Strength is one of those that I can't say enough. It doesn't have that many units, but it doesn't need them because the units that we have are all just fucking great. And yeah, it's gonna be great to see more Extreme Strength units pop up, but for Super Battle Road and even Extreme Super Battle Road, these teams will do you great. Fantastic. Alright guys, we are out for part 1. There are 60 fucking Super Battle Roads, so I'm going to take the time to go over all of them, but definitely not in one video. Thank you so very much if you made it to the end. Please like, please subscribe, and yeah, get out there and do your damn thing, because Super Battle Road is one of those things that is just invaluable. There are so many stones to go get in Super Battle Road, and also the LRs that you get from beating every set of 10, 20 stages. It's just great. So if you want to do some summons for real and need a little bit help with Super Battle Road, you can fast forward and skip. This isn't a video I'm too worried about getting the most amount of views ever. It's just, if you need help with Super Battle Road, please take the time, flesh out your box. If you see anybody that I mentioned that you haven't awakened, go awaken said character, come back to it, and I promise you it'll do you right. Because I know you got some characters in there that you don't use for real that could be really useful on Super Battle Road. And I think that is great. And you don't have to be a whale to be any of these things. That's why we're trying to put it in your heads. You don't have to be a whale. You don't have to have all the brand new units rainbowed, all the side unit rainbowed. I'm never going to start rainbowing a unit 12 times just because I feel like it. That's fucking stupid. I'm not going to rainbow the LR, the TUR, the SSR. What? Come on, stop playing with me. But stay out there, stay chill, like and subscribe if you like the video. Thank you and good night.